Hello, 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 everybody. Sorry about the complications earlier. We are on Balance Poker Live here in beautiful New York City. So we are currently in the playing some cash games today. So this will be a definite check. This is a weird hand here. I think I'm gonna have to check raise against multiple players. Fold. I mean, it's like the lowest end of my range here for sure. So, just getting started playing some 50 cent, 100, 100 ML cash. We really don't have time for tournaments right now, so we've been trying to focus on building up our capabilities playing cash games. So, hopefully, no bots, ACR. Looking for you to stay clean and true. So yeah, everything's been really cool, man. So just continuing to kind of grind out some good poker. This is a check raise. Let's get it in. I'm gonna make this 6. Make that a check raise there. So we've got 2 tables going on right now. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to play. A couple ones. We'll share the screens that are kind of happening over here. So, all right. So, kind of worst case scenario. I think we have to bat it out here. This is the worst situation we have. He's got an ace. Hopefully, he feels like we're chopping. I don't know if I can get away from it. I mean, and we hit the schnizzles. On the other board, we've got kings. So we're just going to go ahead and pile here. We have the proverbial nuts unless he's got jack whatever. So king's held. No one saw me pre-flop. We're just going to go ahead and continue to get it in here. This is one of those type of hands where I'm just going to get max value out of it. And look at that, baby. We got kings. We double up. We've got a big hand. Good job, Jason. We're good. All right. So we're the best player in the world. We get there. That's all you can ever do sometimes. Just hope you get there when we have it. So it's been a really kind of fun day over at the Balance Poker office. So, yeah, dude, if he raised, I just kind of fold because I'm trying to, I can't call because he can just pull me off my stack. So if he shoves there, I fold and I go ahead and don't scoop the pot. So I figured he had an ace. So that's kind of weird. Anywho, um, yeah, so things have been going pretty well. We had a great time today. Well, on the other board, let's go ahead and move over here, folks. We've got A6 and suited over here. We're going to go ahead and raise that up to 10 big blinds. We're not going to let any of these people take advantage of us. So we're going to just continue to pile as much as possible. All right. So we'll go ahead and bring up both screens so you can kind of share them. So really cool today. We actually had our puppy friend join us today, which was kind of cool. We have a new friend that is in the office. 6 offsuit. We'll go ahead and limp fold. Okay. We've got Gemma, for those that met her today. She's awfully freaking cute. I think I could check here. Now I'll take a stab. And then just kind of give up. I mean, this guy's got 55 big blinds. He's not doing much. So we're just going to go ahead and get the money in as best as possible. Yeah, so we have met Gemma. She's a new
Welcome to the
week,
Balance Poker community.
Oh, sorry, folks. So yeah, Gemma's adorable. We love her to death, and we're glad to have her on with us in the Balance Poker studio. So she just sat on my lap all day, man. It was really awesome. Luckily now we're able to have John, our friend, bring in Snarf. I think we had like 4 puppies today or 3 puppies today in the office. It was phenomenal. We were really happy to
Welcome
have
to the
that.
Balance Poker
And
community.
so yeah, it was a great time. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my chat tab going here so that we could be able to chat, folks. And by the way, we created a really cool video that kind of introduces the balanced poker world to you. So if you go to our YouTube channel, right on top, you'll be able to kind of see, uh, be able to see what we're working on. So we're actually not going to be grinding a lot today. We're just going to be playing an hour or so just to kind of get our hands wet, play a little bit, win some stacks, and just kind of have a good session. So that's all we're really willing to do. Ace 8 suited. We'll go ahead and raise that up. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. We don't want to be in a position where we have to fight a lot of players. So, right, we get a raise from our 3-betters. Van likes to 3-bet. Now, doesn't fold to 4-bet. We only got 44 hands on him. I'm kind of okay with almost letting this go because what's the point? But I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and fold to him at this point in time. He's really representing a pretty strong range, so I'm okay with just letting it go. I don't like just flatting there out of position. I either like to re-raise myself. I'm a big re-raiser. I love free betting. So it's I think it's the best way to play. This guy folds to a 3-bet Belarus. No, we're gonna go let it go. It's not a good man, not good enough to raise. We're gonna be playing a lot of FBR today. For those that don't know what FBR, that is fold bet raise, and that is the best way to kind of jump in there and be able to play. All right, so we should be focusing on how we're gonna play those type of things. So, alrighty. We'll go ahead and limp. I think this is definitely limping range. Bet you this guy raises. Nope. All right, so we hit nothing here on the 4-3. This one's just going to be a good one just to let it go. Yeah, you're good, dude. Ace high is probably good. Just not going to be messing around with that. All right. Pocket eights. I'm going to set mine here against this player. I'm going to go ahead and bet. He'll call with an ace. He'll call with a king. Or he just folds, which is what we prefer to happen. We like folding. Alrighty. Oh, I'm back. I dropped off. So one of the things I did is one of the things when I was multi-tabling, I was like timing myself out constantly. So I decided to, and then I would just get on tilt because I didn't run out of time. So I decided to be able to kind of manage this. So when I was doing, kind of those different types of tables. All right. Hey, Tara, thanks for joining us. Thank you so much. We're really glad to have you. Hope you had a nice day visiting your friends. We're already up. Good chunk of change here in the 100 NL game. So I got to spend time again. It was really great time today with spending time with the lovely Gemma. She's just a sweet little puppy, and really glad to have her in the office. It's really good. It's really good to bring that kind of energy and vibe, and it's cool. As for those that know what I'm doing, I'm actually working on the Balanced Poker Life book. Really taking the program, we're building it up, and getting ready to work on it. So it was nice. I got to spend the afternoon today just really working on the book, and it was really just a really opportunity. She just sat in my arms, and it was nice to be able to write, think. Pretty cathartic for me just to be able to spend some time with a lovely little angel. So yeah, it's awesome. So thanks, Tara. Thanks, Tara. Alrighty. I have to learn how to turn off the hotkeys on our little thing now. Alright. See what else is going on. So yeah, what's really interesting about writing a book about yourself and poker and things along those lines is that, I'm, I'm, you have to share a lot about yourself. I mean, really going through my journey and my approach as a poker player, as a coach, as an entrepreneur, and really sharing a lot of those pains, and it brings up a lot. Um, and so, that's one of the things that I just, have to kind of bring to the forefront and deal with it. So it brings up a lot of memories, brings a lot of positive things, brings a lot of negative things. And part of it is making sure that I'm, expressing it in a way that I feel good about sharing it with people. And, I've, the journey that I've been on for the longest time, playing poker and really working on my mental game, working on my physical health, it's been, it's tough. These uh, it's been hard. A lot of times when you're on these huge downswings or you're just not playing well, you're not in the right mindset, things in life are affecting you. These are the kind of things that really kind of can throw you off kilter, not just in your day to day activities, but in your life. And uh, this is the main reason why I built the Balanced Life program, right? Because these are the same things that I've been struggling with for years as a poker player, as a father, as a partner, as a business person, as a friend. All of those things take a toll on you when they're out of kilter. And uh, me being able to kind of pull it all together and build this program for myself, I'm sorry, really build a program for you guys is really giving myself to you, right? And I have a ton of gratitude for the people that are out there that are actually following us on Instagram, that are sharing with us on the that are following us on the live stream right now. Yeah, it's just been really cool being part of this and seeing how people participate and active and integrate with what we're trying to do from a balanced poker perspective. So we had some good questions. We do these really cool mailbags. This is a under the gun open 6 max. Is this a 3 bet? I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. It's right at borderline for me. Again, I like to 3 bet, so if it had been over here, probably would have 3 bet and try to take control of the pot. But yeah, I mean, I think I may call on the big blind in that situation, but um, so yeah, we are, uh, it's so. Thank you very much for again participating in the journey. Really enjoying um, the process of writing a book. Um, trying to be an author is not the easiest thing. Uh, I do enjoy writing, but I'm more of a business writer, and trying to turn things into more kind of a prose perspective and kind of share things that way is pretty challenging for me. So, uh, but I think we've got a good program. Really looking forward to sharing it with you guys, and it's really the foundation of all the materials that we've been working on. So, really excited about that. Oh my man. Okay, let's go ahead and focus on this one because I think we're going to let's go ahead and clock our time bank here. I think we want to raise to 10. Uh, he's going to get sick of me raising. Here we get a fold. It's awesome. All right, on the other board here, we got 8-6. We're going to actually raise it up. 6. Get everyone out of the pot, and we just get him to push. So on this left-hand one, we VPIP pretty hard right now. We play 22 hands, and we're VPIPing right now at 36, which is pretty high. We're playing pretty aggressive. So we're gonna kind of slow down here, take our shots. If we keep of course if we're getting good hands, we're gonna play them. Uh, this is an interesting little stat that I've been really focusing on in cash games, which is the three bet uh, three bet versus button. So again, 166 hands. Every time he's been in the button is raised. He's three bet 50% of the time. So that tells me I've got to tighten up my range. Um, so yeah, let's dig at that a little bit. So for those that are, for Charles, I know you're going to be, Charles is our producer. He takes a lot of these edits and clips them together. So Charles, this is a really good hand that you could think about. So this something we can talk about from a conceptual perspective. So let me go ahead and bring this table up for us. So again, we've got our HUD stats, and we look for particular things to see what type of tendencies we have, so we can exploit them the best, the way that we possibly can. So this person here, Evil Era, I don't know who this person is, but they've got 167 hands on them in cash games, and you can see they're pretty aggressive. They VPIP at 27%. They're raising all the time. They're three betting 15% of the time. So they're a good, solid, aggressive player, right? But one of the things that I found myself spewing a lot early on was the um, was uh, I found myself spewing going against the button, button raising because it's just auto betting, and then I would just get popped to infinity, and yeah, and that just sucked. So I was like, all right, well, let's see if we can keep track of this stat and see if we can actually um, uh, get learn how to pull back, because in some cases folding is the right strategy against players that you know are going to play back against you aggressively. And so I brought this stat up because it's really important. I used to play this a lot. I use the same HUD in blitz poker or fast fold poker, and I use this one to help immediately capture the kind of tendencies out there, so that as I'm kind of plowing through fast fold tables, it's a quick one of like, hey, I'm in the button. This is probably not the right person to open up unless I've got a pretty solid hand, and I'm not gonna give them the opportunity to exploit me by c betting 100%. So that's one way I've adapted and learned how to exploit the exploiters. I respect them. If you get raised, you should go ahead and pop it up. So as you can see here, I haven't had that opportunity to raise any of the button raises in this sessions yet, so we'll get there. All right, over here, table two, we've got King 7 offsuit. I've got 11,000 hands on this person who has never bluffed in their life. They're super tight, aggressive, and we're just going to go ahead and let it go. They have a word better stand and they bluffed us. More power to them. Kind of tempted to 3-bet here, but like I said, we're kind of slowing down a little bit. Let's go ahead and not play that pot. We've got a fold of steel at 67%, 81 hands. We got a good shot at winning this. We got a king. Let's go ahead and raise it up. Go back to the two tables. And that's a pretty good board for our range. We're going to check 100% of the time here in this situation and check raise. Get rid of his nines. All right, and now we'll bet, because now we have just basically the effective nuts. We'll bet just under 50% of the pot. Still have outs. Could have the best hand. And he pops us back up. So let's think about what we got here. What could he have here? He could have a bluff. We're drawing to a 10. We could have the best hand. I just think we're going to have to let that one go. All right, nice bluff, sir. He probably just smashed the straight. Okay, king queen over here. My man's going to love when I 3-bet him up again. You can go ahead and 3-bet him up. Here we get a call. 22 big blind stack. Which makes it interesting. He's got an ace. I think we just bet like 3 big blinds and see what happens. Go ahead and let it go if he just does anything else. So I'm doing the 3 big blinds because, quite candidly, it's a feeler bet. Normally, I check 100% of my range here, but I mean, this is basically going to tell me what I have. Now I'll just go ahead and shut it down. This is interesting. I think this is a flat and not a good flop for tens. And he just shoves with his ace. We'll let it go. Yeah, you're good. We fold. I mean, I don't know if I can continue with pocket tens here. I'm just getting crushed by everything. I get backdoor flush, backdoor straight. That's about it. So I think we're gonna let that go. That may be a spew, but I think we can, you know, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call there. We'll go ahead and tag that hand. We'll review that later. So you can see here, I've got my tag. So I try to use my HUD as effectively as I possibly can. You know, I've got different tags that I've set up previously, just so I can kind of hit them on the fly. So you see here, you can tag a hand in process. I I went through a stage where I was like, I'm losing all my flips, I'm winning all my flips, and I was like keeping track of them to see kind of where I was at. So I was not as a steady player as I am now. But I mean, it was a way of just kind of. I've always felt like I was just losing every flip, and then I realized that I wasn't. So it'll help me get over that process. But I was keeping track of that so I can kind of see where my flips were. Uh, and then the other thing that I kind of do from um, tracking my hands. Let's see here, Jack 6. Go ahead and fold. All right. I'll max things for review. All right. Go ahead and let the king 4 go. All righty.
Like you said, a human being. I'm going to make you take that chance. Certainly. Why, I wouldn't let her stay.
We got the queens. We're going to be raising 6 big blinds and calling a shove. Not getting away. Go ahead and pop it up. So 7 offsuit. I've got 11,000. Sorry. All right, we get the fold. Nobody wants to play with us today. All right. Got an under the gun raise, followed by a 3-bet from aggressive player. We're going to go ahead and flat. Give this one odds. We're going to set mine here. We got enough bet. We got enough stack to set mine here. So if he piles, we know he's got ace king. We're going to go. We could go ahead and fold. But I think that's a pretty good set mine. So this guy's pretty much never 4-bet from any of the hands that I see. We're gonna make the discipline flow and just let it go. Nice hand. I mean, the only thing we're beating there is ace king. I don't think he does that with ace queen. So, I mean, we're pretty dominant in all aspects of the game. So, like I said, I'm okay with flatting and set mining, especially against the player 2 to my right, because, you know, he's a player I want to get stacks with. So, I mean, we're all equal stacks over here for the most part. So we're at that point where we can set mine. I won't typically set mine at anywhere from 100 to 125 too much, unless it's, again, depending on the position, or if I'm seeing a low flop, something with 3s, 4s, 5s, something along those lines. if I had probably less, I probably would have three bet the nines, and but I probably would have been pot committed, which really sucks. So again, I think from a strategic perspective, at least that's my call. All right. Thanks for joining us here at the Balance Poker Playhouse. Enjoying a little bit of a grind, taking a little time off after working all day today. We got to babysit Gemma, the cute little puppy who's now our office dog. Got to do some writing. I had a couple business meetings. I got to do a ton of writing for the Balanced Poker Life book. We did a mailbag today, so check that out on our socials. We had a great question from someone in terms of how do I get started, how do I learn, and it was a really good question, and it was really and I kind of brained it down in terms of just go out and how do I get started and how do I get better at poker, and first thing you got to do is just play. I think that was my initial recommendation, and if you're just playing, you're going to be able to get some experience, and you may win, you may lose. It doesn't really matter as long as you stay at the right stakes. You don't play with money you can't afford to lose. All those same basic things. But when it comes to studying, I think there's some great coaches out there. There's great content. But I think the thing that I would recommend for any new beginner is really focus on the pre-flop ranges and position. Really understand the positional advantage, especially around the button and the cutoff. Those things are so critical to being successful in the poker game. Understanding where you should be three betting, where you should be betting, those type of things, and positional awareness and what hands to play. You don't learn how not to play like 9-4 offsuit in under the gun. Those type of things. So person never folds, 4 bigs. We go ahead and let it go. So that's a great question. I'd like to expand on that a little bit. I think I might put a course together. So if you guys are interested in that, something learning a little bit more, let me know. Hit me up in the notes. That'd be great. All right, two big blinds, 1 full, 9-6 suited, small blind. Good hand full. Oh no, we would have flopped bottom pair. Oh, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So, what else is everyone up to these days? Go ahead and hit me up. If you got any questions, feel free to ping me. The other thing that I am really proud I am working on right now is some of the coaching work that I am doing personally, my personal coaching work, but also the coaching work that I'm bringing to the marketplace. Queen Night off. This person doesn't three bet, so we're going to go ahead and raise. We are definitely going to three bet my friend. He three bets, folds a three bet 80% of the time. So let's go ahead and we don't need to make it big. We could just make it 6.8. Let's go. For as active as I've been over here, I haven't made any money. That's kind of frustrating. No, and he piles. He's sick of my shit. Good for you, dude. Finally fighting back a little. All right, we're gonna tank fold, or we could ship. What do you guys think? Ship it? Ship it? No, we're gonna let it go. Nice answer. All right. Fold. So I'm watching this really cool show. I don't know if you people have watched it yet. It's called Severance, which is a pretty cool show. I'm gonna lower the volume on the little dingies here. I'll make it a little easier to hear. We're in watching season 2 right now, which is pretty cool. Definitely a mind. Uh, It's cool. It's cool. Cool show. I mean, I've definitely been enjoying it, and I think it's a just a. Uh, I just love good television. All right, so now, Mister, I like to open my hands 20% of the time. I've got a good kind of calling hand. I don't think I need to three bet here. I've got no blockers at the top, and we've got the low end covered. So I'm happy to peel here. Not with this 9-7 though. That's 9-7 offsuit. We've got backdoors, only backdoors. So we'll go ahead and take the turn. And not a good turn for us. So I think this hand is done. I feel like we're being trapped here. He wants me to bet. And I am not going to bet. I will not give you another dime, sir. Oh, good. Nine highs. Nine highs, boss. Let's go. Oh, we hit the eight. All right. Now he knows my calling range. We'll call with 7-9 suited. Put that in your notes and smoke it. We are chilling. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Grinding away, little 100 NL. So let me share a little bit about kind of what I've been going through personally for the last few weeks. Is I'm actually in the process of going through probably one of the worst downswings I've ever been in my career, my poker career. Um, and go ahead and raise the A7. Again, this person doesn't three bet button, so we're going to go ahead and peel. We get a call. And this is we'll go ahead and bet half pot or just under half pot. It's going to tell us where we're at. King's a pretty good board. We've got flushes. We've got top pair. A lot of times, flush comes in, straight comes in. He's got 38 big blinds. What do you think we should do? He donks out for a third pot. Do we think that's a bluff? Do we think that's a bluff? I do not think that is a bluff. Let us go on. Next hand, sir. We got the A7 suited this time. We'll let it go. The degen in me goes, hey, let's pop that up. A7 suited. You know, in some cases, like in a tournament against pretty aggressive players, I may do that type of play. But oh, I'm going to turn on my recording device for those folks. I have this really cool device called a Plaud, Plaud. So people are asking about it. It actually records your conversations, and you know, it actually has got a really cool AI generating engine behind it. All right, let's got pocket sixes as a big blind. No need to raise here. Let's go ahead and call and flop a nothing burger. We've got Shinola. Oh, no, Shinola's the good stuff. This is the shit. The shite. Sorry, kids. Sorry, kids, if you're listening. Don't mean to offend. Bad language, bad language, bad language. All right, we'll go ahead and fold. Yeah. Ace deuce is good. You're the best. Yeah. We're just trying to play solid, aggressive poker, and we're stuck a little here. We're up here. Need to make a little bit of a run. That'd be nice. So going back to my downswing, it's been pretty challenging. So we played And this is good for the stream, right? Because I'm happy to have these conversations with people. And if you want to talk about your downswing, I mean, we're not going to sit here and bitch about how we're see how we're getting beat up, blah blah blah. That's not what we're gonna do here, right? We want to talk about what are the element and tactical things that we need to do. So here we've got King 10 against this player. We're just not playing that garbage because we're just gonna get three bet and blown off our hand every single time. There might be a limping strategy here. I'm not really sure. Uh, I think this is a three bet. I just feel like he doesn't have anything here. I think this is just a standard open that he's trying to do here. And I'm going to go ahead and let that go. And we get the fold. Good call on that hand. Um, so when, I think Gareth Edwards actually put a nice little poster on that. I'm going to go ahead and flat here. I think I've got an opportunity to see a hand in position. And of course, we didn't anything. And recently saw a post that I really liked. And I think some of the things to think about when you're in especially a major downswing like the one that I'm dealing with right now, is number one, realize that you're in a downswing, and now I need to assess whether I'm playing bad or running bad. Quite candidly, I think it's a little bit of a mix of both. I have to bet. I think it's a little bit of both because I think there's some hands that I probably could have played better. Um, what is he calling with? We've got everything here, so we're going to go ahead and overbet. There we get the fold. All right, next good hand. Um, that was a really good card for our range, by the way. We're betting there with not only just two pairs, but we're betting there with just so many straights and hands like that. So we can go ahead and represent a good hand there and get the fold. So I kind of bored down and look at a few spots that I was really kind of struggling with, and I'm currently in the process of working through those. The first one was the one that I've been really kind of dealing with was some bluff catching strategies on the river. I had been really bluff catching. I've been really struggling with bluff catching. What's the right approach? What are the things I need to be thinking through? Saw a bunch of videos. I saw some good stuff on cash. Do you give them enough rope? All those type of things. Now that's all good stuff. But one of the things I wanted to be able to do is really break it down. And one of the coaching sites that I belong to, of the numerous ones that I have, again, we don't promote a specific site. There's so many good coaches out there. But this particular site was the Jaka coaching site with Thomas Boyven. And I just really enjoy his programs almost the same amount that I enjoy basically the same as I enjoy the Matt Affleck content on pokercoaching.com. I kind of alternate between those two kind of core deep divers when it comes to really getting into a topic. Uh, but the Boyven um, video on bluff catching really helped me create a framework for that in terms of what are the things I need to be thinking about, what are the things what are the elements that I need to be working on, when do I not want to think about bluff catching, when there opportunities are, um, looking at the different player types and exploits. Those are the kind of things that are important to be thinking about um, when you're trying to um, um, determine whether you want to bluff catch. And so I was finding myself calling off way too light, and in many cases, and I wanted to be able to figure out what that adjustment needed to be. So I did a deep dive on that one, and as part of my study routine, which is you take a very deep dive on one particular topic, three 90-minute sessions, break it down, and then the outcome of it is building a workflow and then creating, in essence, a training video for myself. And this is a recommendation from my coach, Stephen Baker. And he was like, all right, so this is what you need to do, right? You are giving someone all of your money and you need to teach them this concept in the next 5 minutes. What do you do? Right? And we're just going to go ahead and let this go. Nice hand. And So I created a video, created a workflow, and was able to kind of say it. So I'm looking forward to getting feedback from Steven when I get a chance to connect with him. Um, I'm actually probably going to turn that into some videos. I'm going to I don't really want to give people too much insight on what I'm particularly working on or what my thought process is, especially if we're going into tournament season. So um, you be cautious. Probably taper them off over a couple weeks or so make sure that you don't think that I'm kind of I don't share too much about what my strategy is. I mean, I don't mind I don't mind sharing kind of what my approaches and solutions are, but that's still want to be a little cautious. So so I put that together, and that was something that I think helpful. So falling back into the study side of things, I think is really important. The other thing, and the other thing that I really have been really struggling with, especially, and this is what's cost me quite a bit in the last two tournaments that I played. So this is where the play bad comes in. Has been around the button big blind dynamics, and I thought I had a excuse me, I thought I had a decent handle on them, but obviously I do not, and I need to figure out a way to get better in those particular areas. Uh, so um, so that is my next deep topic that I'm going to be working on. All right. Well, we've had enough shenanigans from this person. He's three bet us a ton here. We're going to have to fight back a little bit here. So 2 point X. And let's see here 21, 23. We're going to go up a little bit. We're going to bet it to 25 and see what happens. If he shoves, he's got ace king. There we go. Again, don't take guff from these folks. Solid aggressive poker is winning poker, folks. That is the way to play. Now, it has taken me a very long time to learn how to do that. It's not in my nature. I've had to learn how to be solid and be not afraid to get those chips in. I knew he was racing me light. I knew he was racing me light, and I wanted to make sure that I was getting it. And now he knows that I four bet when I raise 25% of the time. Let's go. All right. Cool tunes. Let's go. So, downswings. Uh, realize if you're playing bad or just running bad. Mix here. Being honest with myself and candid. Or I always try to be honest with myself. But let me see. Let me be candid with myself. So I try to be candid with myself, and and realize that there was a little bit of a mix. And but what happens in those particular situations is you kind of take a step back and you go, okay, well, what are the things that I need to work on, and you really learn them and you master them and you specialize in them and things like that. The other thing that I've done is I have backed off the tournament stuff at the moment. I do not feel comfortable in tournaments, especially live ones. I feel like I'm learning some new things and I need to get them to acclimate. We're going to go ahead and flat here. Take a heel. All right, we got bottom pair. We're going to check 100% of our range here. We don't have an ace. We might have a king. We do have an 8, and I'm willing to call it down. I got a pair. Now we've got a pair. Bottom pair. Bottom pair is good. All right, overbet. Oh, this is one of those bluff catching situations. It'd be such a sick call. I like it'd be so sick. Call it down with bottom pair. I'm sure there's a world that is a legit play. Um, but not today. So I adjusted. I'm not playing tournaments at the moment. I've kind of started playing cash online again, which gives me the opportunity to kind of try out some things. Also build my bankroll back up. Um, I'm gonna let this one go. I just don't like that hand out of position. I could three bet. The only thing I can really, I hate calling in the small blind with that hand. I think that's just the worst play ever. So I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. All right, we got the pocket tens over here on the left board. So this is interesting. This guy folds to a four bet a ton. So we're going to be four betting here. He's more than like, oh, we get a fold. Oh my God, we get a fold. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes. Bring that number down. Fear me. So switch to cash a little bit. So I'm going to try some things in cash, get comfortable with them so that when I get back into tournaments, it's the right thing to do. And then I've also dropped down in stakes. Cash is kind of online, it's pretty fine, but like in live, I think I'm going to just kind of, even dropping down in stakes when I do play some tournaments. I fired a couple ones the other day just because I was kind of bored. And after watching John, final table a 40K. I was a little envious, so I wanted to jump in. So I make late max dredged a few, and uh, you know, of course you get it in after the late reg and start to build a little bit of a stack, build some momentum, get tens, get it all in, get called by 9-8 suited, and flop a set, and he goes runner runner flush. Love that poker game. So this is the kind of thing that is not good for our mindset. So that's why we're going to take a break. We have a little bit more control of how we play in tournaments. Now we're stuck here. That's frustrating. I don't like being stuck. Being stuck sucks. Being stuck sucks. Stuck sucks. Cool. Well, feel free to ask any questions if you guys have any. Feel free to. We're here to support you. Jack 8. Um, Also, if you're interested in any type of private coaching, that's what we're here for. We always have really cool coaching opportunities. So we have a program right now where we're doing 5 sessions for $1,000, $999.99. But you know, as I'm writing the book, I'm reminded of some of the things that are important. And so, what I love to do is I love helping people. I love coaching people. I love supporting people. And this is my passion. I like getting people, and I love being with these poker players that are just my tribe. So I'm here to support you, and but at the same time, I also need to make a living as well. I do, I pretty much only do consulting work and coaching work now, and then play some poker. That's kind of what my general jam is at this point in time. Uh, so. Uh, uh, I love coaching. It's been a passion of mine, and I want to make sure that we do it well. And if you do something well, you should get paid for it. What's the words from the Joker? Charles put this one up potentially. If you do something well, never do it for free. And uh, that is the way we have to do things. My friend Logan from the legal technology world, used to say that you know what, everyone always wants some free chicken, and that's true. No free chicken. No free chicken. All right, we got the 9-4 suited, small blind, Dunsky. Alrighty. Seven three option. Let that one go. We're just trying to play solid, smart poker. Not trying to go crazy. We don't need to be in a position where we're trying to own people over and over. All right, that's pretty good raising. I haven't raised it a while. I think we can go ahead and raise 6-5. We get the fold, which is good. Come on, fold, fold, fold. I'm gonna let that go. Alrighty. This is obviously someone who's been playing for a while that I probably bought some hands on years ago when I was thinking about dropping it up. Interesting. And the man is stuck. Not too much though. 5 buy-ins. Pretty good for this game. So you can see here, one of the things I do is I like to kind of keep track of players and just kind of see what I need to know about them. Cash game players, I'll mark if I've played, what stakes I play with them, anything over 100 NL, because I know that they're willing to put some money in the pots and things like that. So, all right, my man over here, 3 bets. We're gonna go ahead and is this a 3-bet or a fold? I think it's a fold. Ace 3 suited, I think, is worth potentially thinking about a 3-bet. But I'm okay with the fold. Alrighty, Ace King and Queen 10. 2-5, fold that. All right. Looks like we're gonna probably. So this is an interesting hand. I am actually going to trap here. Because exactly this. We're pretty deep. He's got an under big. He's got a shoving stack, so he's going to shove everything from tens, jacks, queens, kings. And I'd rather see a flop in that situation. Small raise. I think we can check raise here. He's got ace king a ton there, ace queen a ton. So let's see if he's got a pair. We're done with this hand if he calls. And we're done. Nah, the double check raise could be freaking awesome. We got the flush draw blocker. All right. On the diamonds. We'll see what comes up. Oh, we got the flush draw. Let us overbet this by $24. Boom. Should have shoved, actually. I think that's a shove. He calls. That's a shove. I messed up. Oh, that's. Oh. Oh. I could have shoved there. That is really interesting. What was the flop on that one? Let me bring that up. Let me bring that hand back up again. So I check raise. He check raises on a naked 9. I check, 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 check. I bomb. All right. I think if it's anything other than the 9 of spades, that one card, I think he folds. I think I got super unlucky. A shove may have worked there. We're going to go ahead and mark that hand. Here, I'll just move over here really quick here. So if we look at this hand here, he raises I flat. And again, he got lucky here with his last 9. I think any other card, I probably scooped that pot. Bad timing. Sometimes that's the way it happens. The question with that hand is should I have 3-bet pre-flop and c-bet small? Yeah, maybe. I think. Yeah, maybe. 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 Person's just kind of a solid player. Nothing too crazy. Oh, Jack 10 offsuit. We got middle pair. We'll call down. We got the blocker. We got a flush, backdoor flush draw. A pair, backdoor straight draw. All right, we're not going to let him realize any equity. Okay. Oh, we won a hand. Fold that. So I appreciate y'all just kind of joining for the last minute here. Just decided to stream, wanted to do some recording, so we had some stuff for our production team. Go ahead and let that go. We're just not playing Jack 5. Ace Jack, we'll go ahead and raise that up. 3-bet that. We get top pair. Backdoor flush draw. Go ahead and see that. C-bet range is pretty low. Never folds to a C-bet, so now we've got a backdoor flush draw. Nuts change, so when the nuts change, we got to slow down. No, we can't fold. And it'll just be check calling here. I'm hoping for the best. Shoves. Overbets. Ace 9 10. Flush gets there. Straight gets there. I have blocker to top pair. Fold. So the nuts changed pretty hard on that board. And what is he bluffing with? I don't know what he's bluffing with. Right? He donks out when the spade hits. He shoves when the flop, when on the river, and I just don't know what else. I mean, there's a straight, there's a flush. There are a lot of hands out there. I'm bluff catching so little. Nothing missed, right? So I think when things miss and when I have blockers, I have the Jack of Spades, but that's not really a nut blocker. So I think reasonably, again, that's my thought process. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm open for criticism. I want to learn. I'm looking for more mentorship. Dose don't say, Velasco, you suck. That doesn't help. Alrighty. Check raises on. Alright. 6-5. All right. All right. We need a big hand, folks. This one is just, I'm bleeding. 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 Deal king 7. Go ahead and pull that. All right, we'll go ahead and focus on this. This table is a lot more exciting than the other one. So we'll go ahead and focus on this one. Get a lot more action over here. So I'll let you know if there's a good hand that pops up on the other one. That way you can kind of see the players and the action, stuff like that. A little bit more exciting. Fold. Just tank fold. Jack 8, offsuit, small blind, Garbage. Got the ace queen. Huh. Eh. Wow. From a nit. I think it's a fold. I just think it's a fold. I mean, I think it's just a fold. This guy never 3-bets. 3-bets 8% out of 11,000 hands, which means he's basically raising 3-bets or 3-bet ranges: fours, deuces, ace 10 suited, ace 7, ace. All right, well, maybe it's maybe that was potentially a jam range. I just don't think he has many bluffs there, and I don't know about you, but in many tournaments I have just gotten cooled. Oh, that would have been interesting. Board bared, flush draws there. A lot of Thai players here. I guess a lot of people have gone to Thailand because it's cheap to live there. I can't say I blame them. I will not abide by this, sir, so we're going to go ahead and raise it up to 10. We had a situation on the other hand. All right, we got on table 1 pocket eights. King 10 on the other one. Again, I'm okay with flatting here. This player, if he 4-bets, has nuts. just folds, huh? Does he have a king? Let's find out. Third pot. Let's see if he has a king. He'll shove if he has a king. Now he folds. I can't call here because that's just dumb. There we go. There we go. There we go. That is playing some poker. King 4. Folks, we're going to take a break in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and tag or sit out our next big blinds all. We're going to grab something to drink. Just take a little bit of a stand-up break. I've been playing for, I don't know, we've been playing for an hour. It's about time to take a little bit of a break, you know, kind of clear my head, get my mental game kind of re-geared, stretch my legs. All those things are good that you need to be able to do. So that's what we're going to work on. We're going to take a moment and chill axe. All right, King 10. Go ahead and let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. 9-8. Let it go. Let that go. A few more hands on table 2. 9-3. Garbashi. Come on, I want to take my break. All right, the old Queen 5. Garbashi. Fold. All right, folks, we're going to be right back.
How do you manage a bankroll as a recreational player? So I have a couple recommendations for you, Tarek, and thank you very much for the clarification, because I think we were talking a little bit more about how professionals manage it. Now, it is really critical for recreational players, or people that just enjoy the game, to also manage a bankroll. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge bankroll because you're not dealing with a ton of the downswings. But again, first and foremost, you want to separate your funds from your personal life from your poker world. So that's the first thing that you should be doing. The second thing that you should be focusing on is making sure that you have enough buy-ins to be able to support whatever you're playing. So if you're a cash game player, make sure you've got about 10 to 15, 20 buy-ins to make sure that you can handle those downswings mentally. And then lastly, of course, from a numbers perspective, I still like to be able to have at least a few buy-ins. If you're going to be a cash game player, make sure you've got about 10 to 15 buy-ins available to you so that if you do go on a downswing, you're not panicking. And then for tournament players, make sure that you at least have your buy-ins available and set aside that money. Tournaments can get very expensive, so be very careful around that. Hi, everyone. This is Jason Velasco, and we'd love to do things that help people just like you. So we started this program called the Balanced Poker Mailbag, where we answer questions for you, and then we'll post them online. So if you've got any questions, please reach out, and we will get them back to you and look to answer them for you. How do you manage a bankroll as a recreational player? So I have a couple recommendations for you, Tarek, and thank you very much for the clarification, because I think we were talking a little bit more about how professionals manage it. Now, it is really critical for recreational players, or people that just enjoy the game, to also manage a bankroll. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge bankroll because you're not dealing with a ton of the downswings. But again, first and foremost, you want to separate your funds from your personal life from your poker world. So that's the first thing that you should be doing. The second thing that you should be focusing on is making sure that you have enough buy-ins to be able to support whatever you're playing. So if you're a cash cash game player, make sure you've got about 10 to 15, 20 buy-ins to make sure that you can handle those downswings mentally. And then lastly, of course, from a numbers perspective, I still like to be able to have at least a few buy-ins. If you're going to be a cash game player, make sure you've got about 10 to 15 buy-ins available to you so that if you do go on a downswing, you're not panicking. And then for tournament players, make sure that you at least have your buy-ins available and set aside that money. Tournaments can get very expensive, so be very careful around that. Hi, everyone. This is Jason Velasco. And if you've ever been wanting to take your poker life and your personal life to the next level, that's what we're here for. So here at Balanced Poker, we have life coaching programs to be able to help people just like you find harmony in everything that you're doing between your poker life and your real life. So reach out to us today and we'll be glad to help you out and talk to you more about it. So talk to you soon.
When do you decide on when to fold, call, or raise? When do you want to fold? You want to fold a lot, especially pre-flop. If you've got bad holdings, you can just go ahead and throw your cards away. You don't need to play them. You don't need to force any action. You will save money in the long term. Now, I know that's not fun, but it's the way you play profitable poker. 2, when do you want to call? Well, I like to call when I'm either trapping or when I'm trying to get value out of a hand. As they say, it takes a stronger hand to call than it does to raise, which leads us to raising. Raising is an important aspect of our game and allows you to take an aggressive line. It allows you to basically bluff in many cases and apply that pressure when you have a holding that's not as strong, or when you have a really good hand, you should be raising it to get value.
Hi, everyone. This is Jason Velasco, and we'd love to do things that help people just like you. So we started this program called the Balanced Poker Mailbag, where we answer questions for you, and then we'll post them online. So if you've got any questions, please reach out, and we will get them back to you and look to answer them for you.
How do I learn poker in a week? You can learn poker in a minute and take a lifetime to master. So first thing is master the basics. Understand hand rankings, understand position, and understand basic bet sizing. If you get those particular concepts, there's a ton of videos out there. There's a lot of people you could talk to, but just kind of get in there and mix it up a little bit. Number 2, watch and learn. There's tons of videos and streamings out there. You could be able to check those out and pay attention to how people play. I wouldn't recommend jumping into the higher stake ones because those people play at a different level. Watch people on Twitch that are playing the low stakes. Those are the best ways to really understand how to play and how these type of players think. Thirdly, make sure you're practicing a lot. So go ahead and buy in low stakes, whether it's 1-2 or 1-3 live, but go ahead and practice. And you're going to expect to make mistakes and you're probably going to be a losing player. If you do those type of things, you're going to become a better poker player as quickly as possible.
Hi, everyone.
Alrighty, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to get a little stretch. Go ahead and let that go. Keep on. Good to get a little stretch in. Feels good to kind of get some blood circulating, freshen up our water, take a moment, think about our lives. Lives or our wives. 6-5 on the small blind. We're going to go ahead and let that go. Alrighty. Four, 3 off. Full. All right, so cool couple things that are coming up. We've got the ACR OSS tournament coming up in a couple weeks. So I think that's when we're going to kind of get our mind wrapped around getting back into tournaments, figuring out what our strategy is for that grind. That one's going to be really cool. Oh, this guy just keeps free betting me all the day. No, all right, that's fine. I'm going to let him have those little ones. I'll take the big ones. Ace. 9 suited. Switch over to table 2. Fold that. We're going to 3-bet because, that's what we do. I'm going to bet that up to 10. get the fold. All right. We have the Queen Jack suited in the button over here. Good enough to raise. Fold. So, okay, we get the fold. All right. We got the pocket queens over here. We'll be raising. We've got Tools Boy, Canada. Good day. Good day. What's that all about? Oh, that would have been nice. Too bad there's no bad beat on ACR. That'd be kind of cool. Bad beat, high hand, something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. Alrighty. Ah, my man loves the 3-bet beyond that. We're going to fight back at some point in time, but you know what? 6-4 is my favorite hand. Let's go. I like his check. I like his check a lot. Now we attack. There we go. That's how you win poker tournaments. Poker. That's how you win cash games. Oh, sorry. I should have. All right. Working on trying to figure out how to do my hotkeys. How that works over here now. As soon as I click on that, it doesn't work. All right, interesting. All right, still learning how to do stuff here on the Balance Poker live stream. Queen 5. Gotta go ahead and let that go. This guy's pretty much just a solid rock. I'm gonna go ahead and tag him as a rock. I mean, 11K hands, that's 15, 13, 8. That's pretty rocky. That is pretty rocky. Nine deuce, offsuit. I was talking about this particular player. He's 15, 38. I'm gonna put this guy as a good player. Actually, he's a little bit more green. He's more green. He's a solid player. Plays a little bit too aggressive for my stats. So we're going to plug him into this category. This one's interesting. He plays super aggressive, so I'm not sure if he's kind of laggy. Just marking players' tendencies down now that I've got some reads on folks. All this changes when you get thousands of hands on them. Alrighty. We're gonna make it easier. Since we're only playing 2 tables, I moved my streamy thing here so you guys can make it easier for you all to see better. Alright, queen 10, also fold that. So we'll probably stream for just a little bit more here. Again, it's just I wanted to be able to get some reps in. You had a pretty long day, but remember, actually, this is really important. That before I played, I actually kind of took a little bit of a walk outside, and it's raining, so that's something. But I mean, took a little bit of a quick walk, just got to get some fresh air, reconnected with kind of nature. But then I took a few minutes and did one of my mindset audio things that prepare me for playing. So being able to transition from kind of normal day work to playing poker is hard. It's just we're not wired that way. We got 7-6 suited over here. Let's get fancy. Of course, we're going to either 4-bet to any big raise, but we're representing a pretty solid hand here. So, and we get top pair. We're going to check 100% here. We have bottom pair or middle pair. He bets half pot. We call. We turn and open under. So now we're going to check raise. I could have led large here because my hand just gets there so much there. I have 7-8 so often. I have ace king. Bet. Pot size bet. What are my implied odds? Get there. The flush gets there. Do we just raise? We just raise. We have the blocker to the straight. And I think we just pile now. Yes? Oh, fuck, what happened? That sucks. Wow. I don't know. My timer climbed out there, man. That is some bullshit. That's frustrating. That's super frustrating. Maybe I do need to turn my timer back on. Wow. I think a shove probably could have gotten through there. I would have gotten the fold. That would have been that was the right play. Oh, that's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Oh well. Next hand. We have ace-6 suited. Let's go ahead and flat. We've got some backdoors. We're going to go ahead and flat. See what develops. We now have the nut flush. We're going to be check raising and definitely firing the river. Regardless, now we just fire. think I probably could have bet bigger here. It's one of those things that I'm still learning how to do. Alright. That worked just fine. Ah, that bluff. Missed that bluff. I got to make a note here with this player. Opens, low suited connector, flats, suited connectors. We're gonna flat here with 6-5. Go ahead and flat here. Hit a gut shot. Nothing much going on here. I think more interesting is going to be this hand. We have pocket jacks, Joe raise. We're going to go ahead on the other one. We're going to attack. Go over there. We're going to raise this up to 6. And we just get the straight. This is a nice hand. Check this out, guys. We're going to go big on this. All right, so by the way, that person paid us off when we hit our I think we check here, and I think we could probably ace high, ace king. Let's go ahead and check. Had a queen. Trappy, 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 trappy. All right, we got the king of these over here. Trappy. This person tried to trap us. He flopped, hit trips, tried to check us into it. We just checked down and we lost the minimum. My man over here. We will be 3-betting. Three bet small and snap. Hit the ace. We don't need to bet much. We've got backdoor flush draws. He's going to call 100% with anything. All right, so that worked. Still tilted on the miss flush. All righty. Well, that was fun. I'm going to open that up because, you know, I like Queen 10. Queen 10's a pretty good hand. We have A6 on the other board. We're just going to go ahead and let that go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I think this might be a check raise. Let's call 7-2. Go ahead and flat. We got backdoors. And now we've got nothing. I think a check raise could be fun. Donk out. Nah, I don't like donkey. Guess maybe there's a donk lead there. What am I afraid of, though? We can't win, so I think we're just going to have to put in a pile. And we get the fold. All right. Fun game. 10-4 suited in the big blind. Grab some water. I hate a call here. Just don't want to play it. Pocket tens. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We'll go ahead flat with our tens here. See what my man over here does. There's a good chance we could be going broke in this hand. This is definitely a check raise because we want to get him off his ace kings, king queens, those type of hands. We don't have a backdoor flush, so we want to get as much money into the pot as we possibly can to overbets. Overbets. How about we just raise? Don't have to raise big in this situation because you overbet the pot. Pot's already bloated. So I don't need to get crazy here. Worst card in the deck. 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 Check. Worst card in the deck. Worst card in the deck. We have a boat. I think we value bet thin. Fold to a jam. Interesting. 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 Interesting hand. Very interesting hand. Very interesting hand. I am 3-betting here. That is a good hand. I'm going to give him a little celebration. Popper. I need to review that hand. I want to go through that with my coach. Because did I miss a spot there to raise? This is 100%. I bet large. Harbor. Go ahead and just see the showdown. Man, hitting everyone's top of their range today. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're just going to make a note here with Lepus, flats, jack, to 3-bet out of position and small blind. Okay, good to know. All right then. Well, games can go so quickly in every direction. All right, so we have on table 2, we've got ace-8 suited. I'm gonna let that go. The old 10-8. Love the old 10-8. I'm gonna open that up. Actually, we're under the gun. Yeah, because there's one player out. I think if it were 6-handed full, I probably would have folded this. Wow. I'm still reeling in the years. I wish there was a way to get your time back faster on those things. Guy never 3-bets, so we can go ahead and raise. Alrighty, so what is going on with everybody today? Hope everyone had it in a good day. We got the 4 deuce over here. I think we should go to the mattresses with that one. All right. No. We would have had trips over here. That's awesome. Got the old Jack 4 suited. We're gonna call that the Bobby, right? So if you guys are interested in playing on ACR, let me know. I'm happy to hook you up with my referral code. It'd be great to connect with you. Um, excuse me. Didn't want to cough in your ear. All right. Let's go ahead and jump to this table. We've got pocket sixes over here. Let's hope we can hit a set. Make it just flat here. Weakness. Go ahead and raise here. Wow, call me with a 4. That's about the fishiest thing I've seen him do ever in my life. All right. Go ahead and check. I don't really have any blockers. I'm sorry. Let's go back to this table. Ace 10. Play this pretty passively. I'm not really happy with the way I played this hand. Let pocket threes wins. That's not good. Should never win pocket threes. I'm going to limp. I have a limp range here. Same thing on this table. Jack 8. Just let that go. Back on table 2. Pocket threes. We definitely have enough to sat mine now. We've got 3 players. One, that's close. And we bank it. Let's go, Charles. Let's get this one on the video cam. We're not slow playing this hand. We are not 3-betting. We're going to call. You want to get stacks in the middle here. Changes the nuts. There's a bunch of draws now. Now we're going to probably start piling money in. I can't imagine him calling with 4-5. That's pretty sick. Let's go ahead and raise it with this ace. Okay. We're going to go ahead and max val. Hit full. All right. That may have saved a chunk of change for our evening for tonight. We're only stuck 20 big blinds at the moment. After a couple donkey hands. Go ahead and fold there. Alrighty, so let's get back to the action. This has been our table of hell over here, table 1. And 4-3, just stuck like a wazoo. And we just pick up queens. Likes to 3-bet the button quite a bit, so let us see what we can do. And nothing. 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 It's a pretty good board for us. Pile that. And we'll just let it go if we get called. My man's sticky. He is sticky. Sticky icky. He is sticky, 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 sticky. And aces, kings. He had fucking kings, dude. What the hell? What the hell? So dumb. So dumb. So dumb. It's actually the first time I've really played online this month so far. I haven't played any cash games to date. My man is sticky. Sticky with the icky. That's my little color. The cyan means that they're good players, but they are sticky. Look, he never folds to a C bet. He never folds, but he folds to a turn bet 100% of the time. So, and he doesn't turn bet. So he gets passive on the turn. So he's sticky on the river on the flop. No, that's something we can exploit. Probably going to wrap up here in the next 10 minutes or so, just because, we've been grinding away for a couple hours. I think it was a fun little stream. We were able to get a few hands in. But we're supposed to play at our live private game today, which unfortunately did not make it. So game broke. I guess some core players couldn't show up today, so it's unfortunate. So I planned on taking the evening and playing, so ended up not. So I'm here with you folks, spending wonderful time with you, but we're going to use this to our advantage. We had planned on taking the day tomorrow and sleeping in, doing a workout, and all that other stuff. So we get to have a regular day tomorrow. So probably head to the office, and that way we can spend some time with Gemma, because we love Gemma, our new friend puppy. And so we can spend some time with her in the morning, and then I have a project that I need to work on with one of my clients tomorrow around 3. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and try to relax a little bit tonight. So before we head out, my sleep routine has been getting better. I've never been a great sleeper, but it's one of those things that I'm trying to continue to improve on. Okay. Let's see. Thanks for joining the stream today. Pretty bottom of my range. I'm not too out of line. I mean, a little. This one I haven't actually three bet. Maybe I not been three betting on this guy. Doesn't probably doesn't bet that much. We got the Jack 9 off over here, which will happily raise to our friend. Doesn't bet the button. Nice. I like this guy's aggression, man. He's awesome. This guy is great. I love him. I love him. I love him. Love him. Love him. Thank you. Nice bet. And he folds to a 4-bet 50% of the time, so it means that we've got to be pretty up in our range if we want to mix it up with him. We'll still bet here. Ace 3 suited. It's a good enough hand to open up from the cutoff. 90% he calls. Oh no, Fred doesn't call. No action. No action, Jackson. 7-3 suited. Go ahead and fold. Alrighty. Queen knight off. Table 1. We got 10-9 off. I think we just go ahead and flat here. That's a good flop. We'll be check raising. We have all the 10s. We have all the 8s. He doesn't. Probably have the best hand at the moment. We've got an open ender now. We're just going to keep firing. Bet 8.7, about a half pot. And get that through. Bluffing with the best hand. So I have to probably reach out to my son. He's actually in Thailand. See if these folks happen to know who he is. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, do you know my son? Son Jonah. He's training to be a Muay Thai fighter. Badass young man. He is cut to the cut. Talk about trying to have the mentality of a fighter and this is just a bullshit little bet. I think we're gonna click over here. Table 2. This guy just min clicks here. I think that's just bullshit. So we're gonna go ahead and raise it up to 9 big blinds and just get some action in the game here. Just not gonna deal with your tools. We got the Ducks, pocket deucest, never loosest. We got a flat and set 9 all day long. Over here, 8-7 suited. We're gonna raise here. I'll let you know what happens on the deuces hand. We get flat, and board comes out the worst for pocket deuces. Eight, 7 got through, so we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen over here. We have a flush draw. Worst flush draw ever. We get the bet, half pot bet. And we're going to go ahead and let that go. Next hand. Nice answer. We got the big dog pocket fives. Love the pocket fives. Getting a lot of getting a lot of pairs, low pairs. Trying, we don't want to go crazy with the low pairs. My typical strategy is I want to see some pots and boards with them. So click over here, and then let's go to table one. This is some bullshit, so we're gonna go ahead and raise here. 10 big ones. Thank you for your money. All right, back to the pocket fives. I'm just gonna go ahead and flat here. We have, what's up with the hearts, man? What is up with the hearts? I kind of almost feel like I want to bet. I don't think we need that much. Three big ones? Got a backdoor flush draw. I mean, I just kind of want to see what happens here. I'm done with the hand. But, alright, he's got a heart draw? I mean, this guy doesn't fold to a C-bet in a zillion years, I guess. Now we've got a straight flush draw. We have a flush. We have a flush. Tool. 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 We fold. I'm not going to call it 5-back flush. Pair. Not much going on there. All right, we got the queen nine suited. Probably open that up because, you know, I like queen nine suited. It's Russians. I guess they're waking up early in the morning. I don't need to bet super large here. I mean, I'm playing a really aggressive range here. This is really, really light for me. But seeing now we're going to play, as we call it, the gentle person's game. We'll just go ahead 4. Middle pair. Now we got a straight draw. Probably could have checked that board. Check it. And probably just check. Never a bluff. Never a bluff. Never a bluff. Nice hand. Oh, we got aces. Let's open that up. We got pocket aces. Let's go, Charles. Mark this one down. We got pocket aces here. We want a big pot. We're out of position. Come on, my man. Oh, no. Let's go. All righty. I have pocket. It's pairs. It's a plethora of pairs. I got pocket threes over here, pocket tens on the right board. And so we'll go ahead and tank flat. All right, so on table 2, this is a squeeze spot if I ever saw one. Open min, raise. We want to like pile this into here. We're going to make this like 12. Fold the pocket threes. That's again, this is a really good example of a squeeze spot. If you look at the strategy, look at the play here. I mean, min click, call. They've got crap, right? On this person, if he's got anything, he's going to be betting probably a little bit bigger under the gun, trying to build a pot. And I'm going to push out basically any pairs, king queens potentially. But I mean, again, flop hits a king. What am I going to do? Right? What am I going to do? So I just go ahead and fold those heavy hands. 9-5. All right, folks. So we're gonna probably wrap it up after these last few big blinds. So we're gonna do the sit out big blinds. We got 5-4 over here. This is where we get jacks under the gun. All right, we fold that up. All right, we got the 10-4 off. Another fantastic hand. Oh, we would out two pair. Get it all in, 2 pair. We had 7-5 offsuit over here. Didn't play that one either. Nit. Got the 3 deuce. Some GG1. We're basically the hijack. Go ahead and fold. Over here, we got ace 8. You can go ahead and let that go too. And we're going to wrap this table up with the old 7 deuce. All right. So we're going to go ahead and send that table back. Come on, we got one more hand, folks. Come on. All right, we're getting in there with the 10-9 offsuit. Not going away. It's our last hand. It's too good of a hand to fold. I may go shove with it. That is a bad beat hand if I ever saw one. My man folds to c-bet quite a bit, so we can go ahead and c-bet half pot. There's really no equity in the hand whatsoever, so we can just happily just pile or get it in and give up if he does any action with it. He says no, knowing thinking he's contemplating on a triple barrel bluff. All right, that is it. We win up with a winning hand at the end of the evening. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so very much for spending your evening with me. Uh, really had a great time. Thank you for the conversation. If you have any questions, please reach out. I am Jason Velasco with Balanced Poker. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. We always love the support. If you have any questions that you want to answer related to poker or having a balanced poker life, then please reach out. We'll also do that as part of our mailbag. We've got some great courses coming out. And of course, if you think you need a coach around your mental game or performance on just not only in a poker world, but if you just need someone to kind of help find accountability, help you kind of in your path, make you feel like you're pulling it all together, that's what we do here, Balanced Poker Coaching. We build balanced poker lives just like the one that you want to have. So thank you again, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time around.